Hi, it's Mrs. Alecki, and we're getting ready to wrap up your final project that's due to wrap up your volunteer public service course. And what I have is a slide presentation that I have set up. It's very plain because it's your template. It has all the questions that you're going to need to answer. And it's up to you to kind of make it your own. Add some colors, add video, add photograph, change the font, however you want to do it. But there's several slides here. You'll click on it, make a copy, download it, and then it's yours to fix any way you would like to make it yours. So I'm going to go up here. So let's say you don't like this right here, this image. All I did was click on it, and I'm going to go ahead and hit delete. Or I could add a different one. And you know, I'm making a video, which I'm going to show you how to do this as well at the very end. It's just what I use, but you can use whatever program you want. And so I'm using a recorded video of myself to put this together. But you know, this looks pretty plain. So let's go over here to let's go slide. I'm going to change the theme. You know, I can change the background color. I can add graphics, but I'm going to go ahead and just change the theme because it's nice and easy. Comes over here to the right. Pick a different color. Like this is nice, but it's kind of dark. But it's always on the first one. And I'm just going to flip it a couple times around for you so you can see what happens. Maybe you like this one. Maybe just a background color, you know, and change the font. However you choose to do this. I'm going to leave this one here just because it's simple and I see a lot of space to write things in. And that's how I've altered it so far. I downloaded the plain one. Now I'm adding some color to it. I've got the video added to it. And now let's see what it is we need to do. The first part of your service project was to kind of come up with a plan on where you would actually do your volunteer work. And so you had to kind of go in and look up different addresses and phone numbers. So you picked final one, or maybe you picked two, and you just add the information in here. So I'm going to just show you a sample. This is a real sample because my daughter Josie and I actually did this. We went to the Animal Welfare League, and we fostered 2 small kittens. They were so cute because they were so tiny. So when they're tiny, they can't go out into families yet, so they can't be adopted, and they really can't be adopted until they're 2 pounds or 3 pounds, depending on male or female, which is something we didn't know. That's what we learned. So you end up with this tiny little kitten, and this is where we went. So I have the website here, which gives me all my contact information, so I can copy and paste all of that to my first slide. So the volunteer site I could type in here was, you know, the Animal Welfare League. I've got the address from here. Here's the website that I already put in here a few minutes ago. The contact person and the phone number. You can find all of it for you. And then you can add maybe a photograph in here, or maybe just an image by adding, you know, inserting an image here. So you could put something in about volunteering, or for us it could have been kittens or something like that. The second one is something you already have done as well, which is nice. You were keeping track of your volunteer hours and keeping track of your volunteer hours with the form that's right in the course. And here's just a little blurb of it. You put down the date and the time and how many hours that you worked, the location. If there's more than one location, then you give me both, 2, 3, whatever you had. The idea is the total has to be 20. Now it starts to change up a little. This is a little different than what, you know, you've done so far in the class. We're going to add a little action to it and tell me what it is that you did. So let's see if I can change this up a little bit. It looks like when I changed the background, I kind of changed some of the formatting, which is normal, you know. So let's do this. The action step. When I answer the action step questions, I need to write them out in 2 or 3 complete sentences. Or you can do what I'm doing. Have the video right here. So it depends on what you like. Or you could do both. You could write out your answers and then you could record yourself. So what jobs did you perform? What problems, if any, did you encounter? How did you overcome your challenges? What did you learn from the experience that would be useful in the future? What specific skills did you use in your volunteer site? So I'll just answer a couple of them about our fostering of kittens. So, you know, we brought them home and they were very tiny and we had to stay with them 24/7. We decided to put them in my daughter's bedroom because they were her volunteer hours, and she wanted them right there to take care of them, which sounded like a great idea. She was so excited. And then, you know, number 2, what problems did you encounter? Well, they like to be awake every 2 hours. You're trying to sleep. They also go to the bathroom in their litter box, which in a bedroom can get very stinky. So we learned about how to clean out the cat litter and how we needed to have the kittens in a little area sometimes by themselves so that she could get a good night's sleep. So if we were going to volunteer again, we would, take that into consideration. We also have an adult cat in the house that we needed to keep separate. She was not happy with the kittens, and we didn't want her upset because she's our pet, and we didn't want the kittens to get hurt. Be specific in skills you used. So I think for Josie, her biggest skill was, caregiving for such a small animal. So taking the time to maybe lose a little sleep, feed an animal, clean up after an animal. She really didn't like the cat litter thing, but it was all good. She did it, and in the end, she didn't even think twice about it later on. All right, and then the reflection. Once again, the minute I changed my format, I kind of moved all these little numbers around and letters around, but you can edit every bit of this. So once you actually have it on your computer, you can go in here and you can make it more than one slide. And no, just I'm adding some spaces in here. So I can type my answers again, 2 or 3 complete sentences for each question. The reflection is where you're going to kind of go in deeper about what it is that you learned. So describe a person you encountered during your project who made a strong impression on you. List 2 qualities you admire about that person. And how can you incorporate what they've modeled in your life. And I'd just be a little specific, what is it that they did and you wouldn't mind being able to do for yourself in the future for other volunteer work or maybe just part of your life and life skills. The next one, so reflection number 2, what interpersonal skills have you developed through this service learning project? Pick 1 or 2 from the list below, or feel free to add your own and give detailed example for your growth in this area. So adaptability, creative thinking, work ethic, teamwork, networking, positivity, conflict resolution, empathy, listening, communication. I think for Josie and for myself, I suppose, because when I was helping her, it's hard not to help with the kittens in the house, is adaptability, because all of a sudden you had to realize that you had to take care of the kittens, but also take care of your own cat, and take care of the house and make sure the kittens are safe in a room. So we had to adapt a lot to make sure the kittens were safe and taken care of, and maybe wake up in the middle of the night to help take care of them. So being specific would be telling you specifically what time we woke up, what did we do, how much time did we spend doing it. Well, you could pick another one too. And according to the Mayo Clinic research, volunteering can offer many health benefits ranging from lowering, let's put an ing there, stress to boosting self-confidence. So we talked about that at the end of the course, how to reduce your own stress levels if you needed to. It's one thing to read that. Here's a link too if you wanted to. You can read the quick little article about that. But did that happen? I'm not saying it has to happen to you, but did that happen to you is what the question's all about. So was this true for you? Did it increase stress or decrease stress? I can say the kittens every now and then increased stress because we worried about them. And then when you sat with them and they were so cute and they were playing, everybody was laughing. It decreased stress because they made the whole family happy. And they were so cute. They would run from one end of the house to the next, and they were just like so tiny. So it was way cute to watch. But then when we worried about them because one of them went way underneath the bed and we couldn't get to him, and we were worried about that, the big cat kind of increased stress a little bit. So you had to take care of them. So did this experience contribute to feeling a sense of purpose? And explain why or why not. And then did you notice growth in your own confidence? Be specific. To get your last final points. It's nice that I actually showed you that it changed the background and then it messed up the format so you can't see it. So notice that if you download it and change your format, it's, the last word is celebration, and it was kind of up over here, but because I changed the format, it changes a little bit of what it looks like for you as well. So celebrations are adding things to the presentation that makes it visual so that we can see things like what you did. And you can do this with photographs or with video. You can actually add photographs and video if you want as well. So it's really up to you. But if you're going to use only photographs, give me 10 photographs. If you're going to do only video, make sure that you hit the specific amount of time, 3 to 5 minutes. And you'll notice that this took me a little while to do. So it's pretty easy to fill in 3 to 5 minutes. And these are the programs that I use. One, I use Google Slides to make the slide presentation. You pull down on it. And then if you want, you go to screencast-o-matic.com and you can open up a free account and make a video just like this one. Or Screencastify. The first one can give you about 15 minutes. The second one gives you about 10 minutes if you want to keep it for the free program, which is perfect. I think it's a great idea to keep it free. So here's a sample of my kittens. They were so cute. She named him Harry and Louie for Harry Styles, and you guys probably know Louie's last name, which I don't know. So we kept him in the house. It ended up being 6 weeks till they both weighed 2 pounds, because boys had to weigh 2 pounds. And then we sent them on their way. Sent them back. And it was funny. I thought that she would have a hard time sending them back, and she was sad and she missed them, but she couldn't wait to do it again, so she was ready for more kittens. And then there's me going, well, maybe we should keep them. So it's funny what happened. Anything can happen. I was 100% sure, no way, no more cats. And I was like, oh, maybe we should keep one. And she's like, you can't keep it. So she ended up being the parent and talked me out of keeping a second cat. So it's all good. All in all, we had a really good time, and this is your chance to kind of show off how much fun you had. Talk to me in a video, send me photographs. It's 20% of your grade. As long as you fill in everything here, make it all yours, your own fonts, your own colors, you'll get full credit. I look forward to seeing this and reading and hearing all about the project. Have a great day. Bye-bye.